Good morning, everyone. Today it's 2020, September 21st. Today I still want to show you another example from the college physics. This problem is number 6. A ball of mass m is thrown toward the ground from a height 2h above Earth with a speed gh princess 1/2. A fractional force of the constant magnitude 3/4 mg acts opposite to the direction of motion. How long does it take the ball to reach the ground? Then you can see you have 8 choices. So, but see this problem, I think you don't try to pick the answer from these 8 choices. First, you need to draw a diagram, understand this problem. Then try to calculate the time you're looking for. After you get that time, then compare your answer with these choices. See which one is right you're looking for. Okay, so first you need to draw a diagram. This one is very, very important. I emphasize to my students a lot of times. If you cannot draw a diagram right, definitely you cannot solve this problem. If you can draw a diagram right, then almost you solve this problem half. Make this problem much easier. Okay, now let's see. Suppose we have this ball here, and they tell you this ball is throw toward the ground. Now let's draw like this, toward the ground. Okay. Then they also tell you has a fractional force. You have a fractional force of constant magnitude acts opposite. So like this way. Okay. Now we need analysis these two forces. One is, weight. This one's 3/4 mg. Okay. This one is mg. So then we can get an equation that's mg minus 3/4 mg. This one equals m times acceleration a, right? By solve this equation, you can get a equals, say, 1/4 times g, right? Like this. So that means the a has the same direction with g. That means go down, right? Now, after you get this acceleration, but they are looking for the time. How long does it take? So this one is time. To do that, first, now let's write the equation about their force. So suppose this is a final velocity when the ball reach the ground, this one should equals Vi, this is initial velocity, plus acceleration times time. This is the first equation, right? But in this equation, say, we know Vi, that's equals, let's simplify. This one equals GH square root, then plus A, that's G over 4 times T, right? In this equation, we have two unknowns. One is T, that's what we're looking for. Another is VF, final velocity. We don't know that. So that means we need another equation. Another equation, you know, we have this one, VF square minus VI square. This one equals 2 times A times S, that's distance. So for here, that's 2 times H, okay? Because this ball from here to the ground, support ground, this distance, that's 2H, okay? So then we can get this equation. Now we can also simplify this. Let's say we can write this one, it's GH square root plus G over 4 times T. Then this one, this is a final velocity. That means when the ball reaches the ground, at that moment, the velocity minus Vi square, that's GH square root square, that's equals GH, equals 2 times A times 2H, that's give you, let's say, 2 times G over 4 times 2H. So this one will equals GH, right? So then we can continue simplify this equation. First, now we can both side plus GH, then make this equation convert to take this away, then here that will be 2, right? That will be 2. We can simplify this one equals, this one will equals 2 times G times H. Yeah, we can get this. Now let's square this left side. Expand this left side. We got GH, then plus G times GH square root over 2, then times T, then plus G square over 16 times T square equals 2GH. Okay. Now let's continue simplify. First, we can cancel out 1GH here, right? Make this one equals 1GH, right? Now we can write this one as a standard quadratic equation. That would be G square over 16 times T square plus G times GH square root over 2 times T, then minus GH. this one equals 0. Okay? So in this equation, now we only have one variable, that's t. The g, that's a gravity constant. We know that, right? The h, that's they give us. Even you don't know exactly the number, but that's a constant. So by solve this quadratic equation, we can get a t. For this one, here, I think one way you can make the coefficient of quadratic term to 1. That would be a little bit easier. So now let's do this. Both sides I times 16. Then I divide by g squared. So we get a t squared plus, after times 16, this one will be 8g times this one. Then divided by g squared. Then we get the will be h over g square root. Then this one times 8. Then times t. Then minus, this one will be 16 times h, then over g. This one equals 0. Okay, so now let's use a quadratic formula. This one will equals negative b, that's 8, then h over g square root plus square of this, that will be 64 h over g minus minus, so that will be plus 4 times this, 64 h over g, then square root divided by 2. This one have plus minus, right? But for t cannot be negative number, so this negative, that's meaningless. We only need to choose this positive. So we got a t equals this one. Let's still write one more time. 8 times gh over g square root plus, you add these two terms together, that will be 128 times h times g. Then take square root of 128. You get 8. Then under this, that will be 2 times h over g. Then divided by 2. So we can write this one is, we can switch the order, right? That will be 4. We can take a 4 out. So we write this one to the front. That will be root 2 minus 1, then times h over g, then square root, right? So this one's answer. So then compare with the choice they give us. I see this one. First one, this one's correct, right? So then by this way, we solve this problem. See, the general steps to solve this kind of problem. First, read the problem carefully, okay? Understand. Then draw a diagram. Draw a diagram. Even the diagram is so easy, but I think you still draw it. That will help you a lot. Then do force analysis to use formulas from the physics. Then you can get the equation. Then try to solve it. Okay, simplify these equations. Then, yeah, by follow this step, I think you can get it. Okay, so later we still can continue solve some typical problems in physics, I hope you can subscribe to my channel and join my fun. Okay, thank you. We stop here. Everybody, see you next time. Bye.